Yo, what's up, guys? So I just got back from the gym. Wanted to give some pointers, guys, on how I stick to my diet. Okay. So thing I do pretty much is I have like the same pre and post workout meal, every day, and I work out 6 days a week. So yeah, two of my meals like literally never change. And then I always make sure I get in enough veggies, which is really good. And then lean protein. Then I always make sure it's like a good quality carb, like rice or something. Never something sugary. So I do that, and you can switch it up with like the sauces and stuff on like your chicken and rice. Or you can make like wraps. Throw in some, like a little bit of cheese, some veggies, but basically veggies, lean protein, and then like a carb source. That's gonna be what you want mostly, and it's gonna keep you full for a really long time. Excuse me. Got some asthma. It's bad, bro. It's bad. So yeah, and then you know, like if you're working or something, just bring some like Tupperware. Put in some like chicken, some rice, some sauce, man, some veggies. And you can just heat that up, like at your work microwave. It takes like 2 minutes. It's so fast. And then you don't have to worry about like um driving somewhere on your break, finding food, spending money. You just pack it the night before, man. It's super fast. So yeah, it's pretty much some of my key principles because I don't really cheat on my diet ever. The only thing I really do that like cheats on it is sometimes I like go out drinking, usually once a week. And then, like if somebody wants to go out to eat, I might do that for like one meal a week. And I mean, it keeps me on track, man. It really keeps me on track. You just gotta like what you eat, to be honest. And you can eat a lot more. I always keep that in mind, like, and keep in mind that, like, okay, so you have your clean meals that you're supposed to eat, and then your not clean meals. When you eat your clean meals, your brain's gonna function better. You're gonna feel more energized. You're actually gonna be building muscle and like getting the nutrients from that. Versus if you cheat, you're not gonna get full like ever. Basically, you're pretty much never gonna get full if you're eating like junk food. At least I don't. So it's gonna have like no protein, so you're not gonna be building muscle necessarily. Um, it'll just leave you wanting more, man. And some of the stuff like takes experience too. So, cause like you'll binge, man. When you're trying to like stick to a clean diet, you definitely won't be able to for a while. Takes like trial and error, figuring out what works for you. So I just wanted to come on here and say that real quick. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. So I put on a shirt. It's later in the night. You know the drill. But guys, another thing, like another piece of advice too, like when you're like really starving and you're trying to diet, um, just remember it's always better to have like the clean food that you binge on. Like if you have to like just like eat a huge amount of food, like you're just craving food. Because if you binge on like junk food, obviously it's gonna be like way more calories that you're consuming. And then another thing is too, it's like it's gonna make you hungrier. Like you're just gonna want to keep eating it. Versus if you eat like grab like I don't know, healthy food like protein oatmeal. That's a really good thing if you're just like craving eating a bunch of food because you'll be sick of that. Like after a while, it won't be that many calories. But I don't really have the urge to like binge eat ever. I used to, but I just have like a pretty big meal. Obviously, vegetables are like the key, especially like leafy greens. Because you can just load that up onto your plate. Now it's basically like no calories, so you want that with a protein source. Maybe some fats in there. Not too much fat, but maybe some fats in there. Then you want like a carb source too, like oats, rice cakes, rice. Potatoes are really good. Yeah, man. Just combine all that, you can't go wrong. And in terms of like how often I eat, sometimes I won't eat for like 5, 6, usually not 7, but sometimes 7 like hours. I don't really get hungry during those times. But yeah, otherwise usually I eat like every probably like 4 hours on average. 5 meals a day. Because I think that's like the max your body can consume. I don't think you need 6. But yeah. And if you have 6, I feel like you're making the meal smaller, so you don't, I don't know, you don't get like as full after each meal, but I never really get full after meals anyways. Like I always want a little bit more. So sometimes I'll like grab like a water, like a sparkling water, or like chew gum after a meal because I still like want to like keep chewing, or not. I don't know. I just want like more flavor. But yeah, man, those are some pointers. Also, this is like a really non-orthodox trick, but I like to do it. Um, so if you're bored, you're gonna want to eat more. But if you're working on something, you like, because when you're actually like hungry, you're not actually even hungry. You just want to like eat food because you're bored, basically. Like you're not even hungry. You don't even have to eat, but you just want to because you're bored. So, it really helps if you like the times that you're hungry at or whatever. If you're like using your mind or like you're creating something or like you're working on something, it makes it way easier to not eat. So that's actually like that's a hack right there, man. It's a hack. Just think about it. When you're like working and you're like busy at work or whatever, I don't know what you guys do, but like you forget to like eat. You're not thinking about like eating food at all when you're working, and like your brain's like involved into something. So that's a good hack, man. That's a good hack.